So you insinuated that the only thing necessary for conservation of energy is for people to pay attention to their electric bills. Is, you know, I guess I'm used to it by now from the free market fundamentalists that the free market will solve everything, that there's this negative feedback. And even though it's far too small and insignificant, that somehow this is magically going to make everything all right. Well, I have to tell you something. Yeah, it's negative feedback, but it's not sufficient. And you know what's wrong with it? You want to know what's wrong with it? There's also positive feedback in there. All right? Confirmation bias. You look for the market mechanism and say, look, there's negative feedback. See, it will control the costs. But what you leave out is the fact that the cost of energy is much higher than the price of energy. That we've got a runaway system where all the costs, a significant amount of the costs of securing energy is passed off to society, that is, the taxpayer. The taxpayer ends up with polluted air. The taxpayer ends up with climate change. The taxpayer ends up with foreign wars. The taxpayer ends up supporting a huge military. There's a lot of costs that get passed off to society, that is, the taxpayer, that are not reflected in the price of energy. Okay? Huge glaring error of omission on your part. But you've got confirmation bias. You're looking for the negative feedback in that loop that's going to prove your theory for you. You're not looking at the other factors. You're not interested in those. You're not interested in the positive feedback, the advertising that tries to sell these huge Hummers to idiots, okay? There's a lot of positive feedback in the system that's marketing driven, that's driven by a lot of things, that's that the price of energy is just no match for, okay? You know, you don't understand enough about systems, because in order to understand the system, you have to understand all the factors, all of them, not just the ones that confirm your predisposition. That's all for now.